I've run out of what you sent me. Send me more money, please. I already gave you more after you said you weren't getting enough last month. Yeah, but it was only $300 extra. That still isn't enough. Kathy, you should be at nearly $2,000 a month with your husband's pension and what we give you. Even still, I've run dry. It just doesn't seem to be enough. What did you spend it all on? Nothing in particular. I didn't spend it any differently this month. And despite that, I'm out. I don't know where it all went off to. Well, it certainly didn't grow legs and run off all by itself, did it? Were you cooking at home as you promised me? I don't take orders from you. I'll eat whatever I want, from whomever I please. Don't tell me you're still eating out. Are we really going to have the same conversation again this month? I haven't been going out to eat. Not with this back pain. I'm having one of those delivery apps bring me all my meals. I'd still count that as eating out. It certainly has the same monetary issues as eating out, if not worse. It's better than eating out. This way I can order whatever I want. There's just more variety. For example, today I got 2 steak sandwiches. I guess we really are going to rehash everything again. The reason I wanted you to prepare your own meals in the first place was to cut back on food expenses. Instead, you've gone and spent more. If you must insist on food being cooked in this kitchen, come and do it yourself. I have work during the day. I don't have the time to cook all of your meals for you. I can't go and get groceries with this back of mine. It's practically elder abuse to try and force me to go. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but there was something I noticed the last time we met. You've put on a little weight, haven't you, Kathy? Hey! There's no need to bring something like that up. I figured you had a little more sense than to go and accost people about their weight. Like I said, I didn't want to mention it, but I was worried when I saw that your clothes were fitting a little tight. The extra weight is just going to put more stress on your joints, and that will make your back worse. I'll be fine. Just bring me some cash. I will if you promise that you'll spend it carefully. And why do I have to? Cooking will just produce dishes to clean and bags of garbage to dispose of. Then I can't give you any money. There have to be some conditions here. Fine. I'll ask Tom to do it then. Stop it. Do not go to him as well. He's already bad enough with money as is. You two should have money to spare with both of you working. I don't see any reason why you have to be such misers about it. Things aren't going well at his company, though. They had to have bonuses, and it could even get to the point where they won't have any money to pay him. But you still have a good job, right? I'm sure you're making plenty. That's true. But what I make, he spends. Every month we cut it pretty close. And who is in charge of that? Last time I checked, it was the wife who was supposed to manage the household's finances. I've done the best I can at managing them, but there are limits to what I can do. It's not exactly easy with how much you two spend. And when I tried things like taking his credit card because he was spending too much on alcohol, he just stole the money out of my wallet and went off and bought a membership at a golf club. That sounds like it was your fault. You should keep a closer eye on your wallet. Well, when I hid my wallet, he went and had another credit card made. There's really nothing more I can do. Tom has it pretty hard with his job. I think it's stressing him out, the whole situation. So I hope you can be empathetic and understanding of the frustration it's causing. I know the situation at his company isn't ideal, but I'm working just as much as he is. I don't know why I'm the only one who has to make sacrifices. My life is really all work and no play, Kathy. Sacrifices? What exactly are you losing out on? I have hobbies too, you know. Things that I want to do. Right now, I'm trying to save some money to travel with. I already have a fund going for a trip to Hawaii. Oh, that sounds nice. I think I'll go as well. You won't be able to. At least not at this rate. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So if you really do want to go, you have to be more careful with your spending. That means less eating out and certainly less delivery. What happened to the money you had when you were single? It's gone. I've spent it all. Oh, that's pitiful. Not really. It's not like I went out and wasted it. Where did it go then? Debt? Student loans? It's a secret, but it wasn't anything like that. I presume you've wasted it then. You'll have to live with that choice. I'm more than fine with what happened to that money. This is not something you're going to make me feel bad about. Wasteful to the extent of not being able to do what you want. I guess you're not so frugal yourself. I'm sorry, but don't try and put me on the same level as you two. We are not the same. Save the sass. Hurry up and bring me that damn money. If it were my husband who went to give her money, he would give her way too much. So I went and did it myself. Her apartment was such a mess there wasn't even room to stand, much less a path to walk. So I cleaned it up while I was there. It took so long that by the time I got home, it had been dark outside for hours. My name is Mia. I'm 38. I'm a mid-level office worker at a big publicly traded company. I got married to Tom 5 years ago when I was 33. He hates children, so we don't have any. For the first 3 years of our marriage, I was like his personal maid. I attended to his every need. But gradually, his slovenly lifestyle became more and more pronounced. I could brush off him leaving the house a mess. The real problem was how careless he was with money. We fought countless times over his spending with me trying to talk some sense into him. It seems he picked up those habits from his mother. Kathy, my mother-in-law, is lazy and beyond saving. She's Tom, but worse in almost every regard. I hoped that if Tom experienced a nice vacation, it would convince him to change his spending habits. But things didn't work out quite like I had planned. Tom, why is the car gone? Where are you?
We're already at the airport. We're waiting at the terminal right now.
Who is we? And wait, what? You're just going to leave without me?
I wanted to thank you for setting up such a nice trip. Mother and I will be back soon.
What about me?
You'll be house-sitting, Mia. If we brought you along, the trip would be a drag with all of your nagging.
So you're going with your mother instead? I planned everything for that trip.
Yep, you did. A mother is thrilled to be going in your place.
That's my trip! I booked everything! You can't just jump in and take it from me.
I figure with all the trouble you cause me daily, Mia, that it's only fair for me to receive this trip as a present from you.
You've got it backward, Tom. You two are the ones always causing trouble for me.
Huh? You're the one who was hesitant to give Mother any money and even threatened to cut her off.
That's a lie! I didn't do that.
Mother said you did. Are you calling her a liar?
Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But you can't just go and believe everything she tells you. Are you not going to listen to my side at all?
Considering your everyday behavior, no. I'm not exactly inclined to listen to you.
So despite everything I do for the two of you, you don't trust me at all? How is that fair at all?
Just because you do some chores around the house, it doesn't make you all high and mighty. I can't stand when you try and hold that over us.
We can fight about chores later. I'm talking about the trip. Don't bring irrelevant things into this.
Clueless, aren't you?
Clearly, you've got something to say, Tom. Spit it out.
Yeah, I got something to say, and honestly, it's been a long time coming, Mia. You're a clean freak, Mia, and dealing with you is so damn annoying.
I just want a reasonable level of cleanliness from you two. The real problem here is that you two are frickin' slobs. When you leave trash lying around, it attracts bugs and eventually it will start to stink up the place. So I always have to come in behind you and clean up your mess.
You're exaggerating. When has that ever happened?
It hasn't happened because I'm there to clean it up before it does.
That patronizing attitude of yours is really getting on my nerves.
Whatever problem you have with me or my attitude, it doesn't justify depriving me of this trip I worked so hard to plan.
You married me because you love me, right? If that's really the case, then you should be happy to give up your ticket to Mother.
I lived in the shadow of your spending for 5 years. tolerating everything and building the funds for this trip. And now you're going to ruin everything!
Tolerating. Huh. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. You were doing fine during that time.
Tom, just how much of your money do you think you spent going bar hopping and golfing on the weekends? And then my money would all go into supporting us. How is that fair?
It's because I'm the man, and my work is more demanding. A little imbalance is only natural.
It's not so easy at my job either. During crunch time, it's nearly midnight by the time I get home. But you were never there for me when I was going through that.
Don't try and dig up your old grievances before our trip. Are you really trying to ruin our fun? They're about to start boarding. We can talk about this when I get back.
Wait! I'm not done yet!
How about you clean the place real nice before I get back?
If you're just going to go off on my trip, then I'll have a thing or two waiting for you when you get back.
Keep your temper in check, Mia. When you're done with our place, go give Kathy's a nice clean too.
This is the perfect time. I'll sell the house. I'll make sure to sell all of your crap before I do.
Don't try and do things out of spite just because you're upset.
No, I've already decided.
That's my home just as well as it is yours. I won't let you sell it.
The rights to the house are with me. It's mine to do with as I please.
Don't think you have any special right just because it was your parents' fortune that was used to buy the house outright.
Their money only paid for half. The other half came out of my savings. And who was the one who had me hide that from your mother because it would make you look pathetic if she found out?
Because it would. The man is supposed to be the one bringing all the money to the marriage.
And I went along with that. I lied to her to protect your stupid pride. So I think that I have more than enough justification to do this.
I just hate it when you of all people are arrogant like this.
Just how self-centered are you? Nothing I said about the house was wrong.
How about this then, Mia? If you vacate the house, then it's back to cramped apartment living for us. Where's the upside in that?
You're not getting it. I'm saying we're getting a divorce.
Whoa, I wouldn't do that if I were you. This is not a path that'll end well for you.
How so, Tom? It sure as hell can't be much worse than now.
What do you mean, how so? Do you really want to go back to being single at your age? It'll be more than a slight inconvenience if you do that.
If that's the worst thing you can think of, then you're clearly not trying very hard to make me stay. There are only pluses in my mind. The best of which is that it frees me from this mama's boy and his blackmailing mother.
Yeah, but what about your income? That'll be a problem, don't you think?
Tom, I have a job. I'll be fine on that front.
You have a job, sure, but think about it. Even right now, we're just getting by with the two of us together. If you go down to just your income, things could get pretty rough. I bet that's what would happen.
That's because of you two.
Why are you blaming us?
Who wouldn't blame you two? Do you have any idea how much we send your mother every month?
If I remember correctly, it's, 500-ish, right?
Not even close. Try 1,000. And that's every month. Well, until this month, of course.
What? That's way more than what I thought we were sending her. You're sending her more than half of what I make every month?
I've told you this a number of times before. And every time you were the one who said to do it anyways because you felt bad for her.
I guess that sounds like me.
Do you see why our finances have been so tight between sending money to her and your spending? From now on, you can work together with her to try and get by.
Hold on. How much are we paying for the golf club membership?
$900 per month. You should try remembering how much you're paying for the crap you buy as well. Presumably, you need clubs to play golf with.
And balls and shoes and gloves, hats, clothes. Hold on, let me run the numbers real quick. Starting from $2,000 per month, minus $900. Then, if you add mother's pension to that, we should be fine even if I keep the membership.
We'll see about that. She's already blowing $2,000 every month on her own. I wonder how much will even be left for you.
Yeah, but when she sees that I'm struggling with money, I'm sure she'll help out and cut back some.
I doubt it. Speaking from experience, it's not going to be easy to get her to change. She's all but helpless now. She gets delivery every day, which has made her fat, and that in turn has made her back problems worse. Recently, she hasn't even been able to do the bare minimum when it comes to house chores. I have had to do pretty much everything.
She can fix all that. After all, it seems like she's feeling well enough to come with me to Hawaii.
Sure, maybe that can be fixed with a little extra effort, but I wouldn't count on elbow grease being enough to solve your money problems. It seems she's carrying some debt with her. I found some unopened mail that said as much when I was cleaning her apartment.
Jesus, she's been taking on debt on top of $2,000 a month?
And it wasn't just one either.
Did you get a good look at them? How much is the total amount?
I'd say it's about $20,000 or so, but I didn't properly add it all up. Suffice it to say, it's not an insignificant sum of money.
What the hell did she spend that kind of money on?
I never asked her, so I don't know. You'll have to find out from her directly. Obviously, the eating out was a huge chunk of it.
Damn. I can't ask her now. That'll make the whole trip awkward.
You're still set on going on that trip? Despite hearing all of this?
It's not like I can just cancel everything and not expect to get hit with fees. That's money we won't be getting back. It would be wasteful not to go.
Also, what are you going to do about the boarding pass? It's not like they're just going to let your mother on with a ticket that has my name on it.
I'll just have it changed to her name.
Normally, you shouldn't be able to do that.
What? I'm paying for it. Why won't they let me do at least that?
Remember, I booked everything. And I'm not helping Kathy go on my trip. I'll just cancel my ticket and that'll send her onto the waiting list.
Hey, stop that! We're going to be boarding soon. You can't just send her to the waiting list. She'll never get in.
Then you can either go by yourself or give up on going.
Fine, I'll come home then. But the divorce is off the table. Let us two work together to figure out Mother's debt.
Yeah, good luck on that, you two.
Don't say that. I need you. I don't know how I'll be able to live without you.
No, you don't want me. You want your mama.
It's not like that. You are the one I love, Mia.
Sure, that comes across as very heartfelt, Tom.
It's true. I'll prove it by coming straight home to you. Please let me off without a divorce.
After that, Tom decided to cancel the trip and return home. Kathy was mad at him for the sudden cancellation, but Tom fired back at her, grilling her about her debt. They broke out into a heated argument in the middle of the airport. When things started to get physical, security jumped in and separated the two. When the disheveled Tom got home, I told him that I was still going to divorce him, and he broke into tears, begging me not to. It was way too late for that. After I finished staging the house, I went to stay at a close friend's place. There, I filed for divorce and arranged to have the house put on the market. Tom moved into his mother's apartment, but after only 2 months, the two had trashed the place so badly that the landlord had evicted them. From there, the two had nowhere to go, so they showed up at my office to cause trouble, but were again escorted out of the premises by the police. It was a tiring ordeal, and now, more than ever, I need some R&R. So while Hawaii might be off the list for now, I think I'll still head on a little trip somewhere. I had wasted enough time with Tom, and those were years that I could have spent traveling. It looks like I've got some catching up to do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.